This is his profile picture. And if you look at the top one, I can't put my finger on exactly what's wrong with this. But first off, he's wearing civilian clothes sitting in the left seat of a carrier airplane. So he's either in a simulator or he's parked someplace. And if you look out the windshield, looking out over the top, he's pointing towards the end of a runway. And that is not a normal thing for a civilian pilot to be sitting in a plane for. So I don't know how he staged this picture, but the bottom picture is him standing in a hangar in front of somebody else's airplane. That is not his plane. He's just in the hangar taking a picture of himself in front of somebody else's airplane. So these are serious clues here. But that one on the top, with him wearing civilian clothes in the captain's seat on a simulator that's pointing toward the beginning of the runway, you can see those little white stripes in it. That's the indication of the landing zone on a commercial airport main runway. So what's he doing there in the captain's seat, looking out the back window instead of looking at where he's going and talking? And he doesn't have headsets on either, now that I notice it. So how is he communicating with ground control or the tower or anyone for that matter if he doesn't have headsets? So this is totally staged. This one's a little trickier than the earlier ones, but the clues are still there. Notice the fluff at the beginning. And he says he's looking for well-groomed women only. That's a weird one. But right above the well-groomed women only, just read that little section right there. Isn't that strange? And another thing that's kind of funny is he says he's an airplane pilot. They're airline pilots, not airplane pilots. So if you're an airline pilot and you think you're an airplane pilot, that's a big warning sign right there. But there's more, which I'm going to show you. Now, this one was really pretty revealing. On the left-hand side is his dating profile. But if you do a little digging, you can find his Facebook profile. And there's conflicts between the left-hand side, which is the dating profile, and the right-hand side, which is his regular profile. On the left-hand side, he says he's living in Bend, Oregon. And on the right-hand side, he's living somewhere in Virginia. So which is it? As it turns out, he's living in Africa, but that's a different thing. I'm just pointing out the discrepancies between his dating profile and his Facebook profile. Another okay, we're back to his Facebook profile. On this one, he's back to being widowed between him and me. His dating I went back to look at his dating profile again, and it was Facebook profile. He's widowed. And so I texted him and I said, "What happened to your dating profile?" And he said he'd taken the dating one. And anytime somebody's dating profile, I promise, is gone, get rid of him right we're back to his Facebook. He didn't take it down. He got kicked off the platform for scamming other people. That's the only reason you lose your dating profile is somebody has turned you in for doing something you're not supposed to be doing. So when somebody's dating profile is gone, I suggest you get rid of it right away. Like, I wish I'd gotten rid of this guy. Okay, we're back to his. Here are two more pictures off of his dating profile. The top one is a hand holding a clump full of flowers. That is not a normal thing you find on a dating profile. That's the kind of crap that you get from scammers who start sending you little JPEGs of little roses and wedding rings stacked on top of each other. I've gotten ones from this same guy of like teddy bears hugging each other and offering you a bouquet of flowers when he's never even met you. That's a little over the top. Then the bottom picture is really a riot. That's a picture of the Eiffel Tower. But what's interesting about it, two things. First off, that's taken from a passenger window. That is not the cockpit window. That is a passenger window. And it's obviously a JPEG clip art picture because there's no way you would get that view if you were coming in for a landing on an airport. The Paris airport is so far from the Eiffel Tower that he would have still been at 5,000 or 6,000 feet. And this picture is taken from maybe 3,000 feet. Being a pilot, I'm a good judge of height. But that picture was not taken from the cockpit. It was not taken from an airplane that he was flying, which is what he's leading you to believe. Both of these pictures were at the tail end of his dating profile. And this is the kind of fluff that you get constantly from real romance scammers. This fluffy stuff about, oh, how I love you as a woman, and yes, you're going to get old, but I'm going to get old too, and I don't care about that. I'll just be the best man that you've ever had, and you're the best woman I've ever had. And read this fluff and tell me if that's a normal thing from a normal guy. This screams romance scammer, just like the JPEGs of the wedding rings and the roses on the counter being offered over to you. It just scams of it. The stage has been set, and here is the scam. He told me that he was going to take a 2-month vacation and come and marry me, and we would live together and be together forever. But here, the place that authorizes his 2 months of leaves wants me to send them a check for $8,400. It's like, I don't even think so. $4,200 a month? What the hell is that? And why are they asking me for it? And why would I be expected to request this guy's leave? So the stage was set earlier in this video, and this is where the hook was yanked up and they thought they had me, that I was going to send them $8,400. Nope, I don't think so. Bye to this guy. Be careful of these guys. They're everywhere.